Hey guys, it's April and welcome back to my channel, House to Home. Today I'm going to be showing you how I bake these stained glass snowflake cookies. I am going to a cookie party / contest that I go to every year. So I figured since I was going to be baking these cookies, I would show you guys how to do them as well. If you're new here, I'd love for you to take a minute, hit that subscribe button, and join my YouTube family. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you like to bake Christmas cookies. And if you'd like to see how I made these, then let's just keep on watching. So these are going to be the ingredients that you need. I will put the exact measurements and recipe down in the description box. But first you're going to need some butter. I got the unsalted. A cookie cutter set that comes with a smaller one and a larger one. I got those from Walmart. You'll need flour, sugar, salt, 1 egg, some Jolly Rancher candies that you will separate by flavor and crush them up like using a mallet or something like that just to break them up into small pieces, some vanilla extract, and some baking powder. Okay, so I am going to be using my KitchenAid mixer for this. I am going to mix my 2 sticks of butter along with the sugar. Now, if you would like to get, I believe 1 batch, I think I got in the end like 36 cookies. If you would like to have more than that, then I would just double the recipe, or if you want less than that, you can cut it in half. But I was trying to get about like 60 cookies, so that is why I doubled it. So once you mix those 2 together, you're just going to turn on your mixer. I started out low and then gradually worked my way up. My butter was soft. I left it sit out for probably about 8 hours just so it would be a little bit softer and easier to work with. Now this is what your dough should look like so far. It is pretty well blended as long as you don't see any lumps around. I was just moving it around with my little spatula here. Now I'm going to add my vanilla extract and I'm going to add 1 egg and then I will blend it all together again. Now you will just set that aside. We're going to get another bowl and we're going to mix our dry ingredients. I'm mixing the flour, the baking powder, and the salt. Now if you have a sifter, it'd be a lot easier because you could just use the sifter and kind of put them all in that way. But since I do not have one on hand, I am just going to get a whisk and make sure that it's all mixed up pretty well. Now you are going to mix all of your dry ingredients into your wet, and I would recommend doing maybe like half at a time, just so you don't overwhelm the dough and make it too thick right off the bat. So I'm just sprinkling in half there, and then I will turn on my mixer and blend that up. And once that seems like it's pretty well mixed, I will then add the other half of the dry ingredients until we have our dough. Now you're going to separate your dough into 2 lumps, I guess you'd call them, and then you will just wrap them up in plastic wrap and you will chill them in the refrigerator for a few hours so they can harden up. Now 2 hours later, I took the dough out of the fridge and I sprinkled some flour onto my board. And my mom will be helping me out for the rest of this video. They're her hands right there. The dough is still a little hard at this point now, so it kind of needs to get softened a bit. And that's why we were cutting it up to see if the inside was any less hard. So I'm going to start rolling the dough. I would advise rolling large pieces and, cutting out the cookies that way, whatever you feel more comfortable. My mom thought she would just start by rolling out small sections and cutting out a cookie or 2 at a time. But as we went on, she definitely got the hang of it more, and we started making more larger pieces of dough, and we were getting like 4 or 5 cookies out of each piece that we rolled, if that makes sense. So once you have your large snowflakes cut out, you are going to use the little cookie cutter so you can make a hole in the middle of each of the snowflakes. So press down and then you can reuse that dough to make more cookies. Now, before you stick your cookies onto your baking sheet, make sure that you put a layer of parchment paper so that they do not stick and the Jolly Ranchers do not stick to it. Now, I apologize for this part of the video. My mom continued to roll dough and I was trying to use one hand to hold the camera and the other one to try to fill up the spaces with the Jolly Ranchers. So when I'm on and off camera, I apologize for that, but I think you guys will get the gist. You don't want to overflow them because you don't want the candy to come out and go onto your cookies. I found that the hard way because I had a couple that did that. So moving forward, I just added a little bit less candy. I started getting really frustrated using the spoon and I started using my fingers instead, just so I would be able to pick up smaller pieces. And I just continued to fill up all of the snowflakes and rotating between all of the colors so I had a nice variety. And we will keep doing that till they're all filled up. I stuck the cookies in the oven and set my timer for 7 minutes. And this is what they look like. As you can see on the blue one and the purple one, I did overflow it a bit. But this was my first batch, so it's all good. Moving forward, I will just add less candies to make sure that it doesn't do that. But overall, I'm really excited with how they turned out. They look absolutely beautiful, and I love all of the different colors. You can see they're still a little wet, and it'll take a few minutes till they harden up. So I'll just let them sit here and move on to the next round of cookies. So this is like an hour later. I'm all done. You can see how beautiful they are when you hold them up to the light. They're just absolutely gorgeous. And if you were going to have like a kid's frozen birthday party or something, how cute would it be to just make all of these with blue? They would just be absolutely beautiful. At this point, you could decorate them with a little bit of icing or something like that. And I thought about it, but I just had so many cookies that I was just too tired to even go that farther. But this is my finished cookie tray all wrapped up for the party. I will definitely let you guys know on Instagram what everybody thought of them and what they tasted like. I had tasted a piece of the dough so far, and it just tastes like a traditional sugar cookie. But other than that, that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed these. If you're looking for any inspiration on a different cookie to make this year, I would definitely try these out. They would be a hit at any party and definitely are very pretty. So, like I said, if you guys are new, I would love for you to subscribe, give it a thumbs up if you like how these cookies turned out. And until next time, I'll see you guys then. Bye, and happy holidays.